Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, gotta get the energy going, my dog. All right, so my name is Corey, and we collectively, JB and Gio, we are Better Barber Orlando. The vision is in the name, to make barbers better in Orlando. I am responsible for the education arm for business development. So I've been here a couple of times. I got my book and everything. And I'm also creating a cohort for barbers after they graduate. So that way we can train them for business. So that way when you get to the shop, you are ready to execute. And that's Corey. So.
My name is JB, guys. A lot of you guys know me because of yesterday's events. I do have a nonprofit called The Give Back. And what that allows students like yourselves to do is to join in, make positive impact in your community and get real hands-on experience with cutting hair, client retention, and just working with people in the community to cultivate a culture of generosity.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Gio. I'm the owner of Gico Barbershop. Right now, I'm, with BBO and trying to get you guys, to get into the right shop. That's my mission. Thank you.
What you have in your hands, the paper, we're going to do an activity at the end. So don't worry about completing it right away. Feel free to flip it over on the back. Of course, take notes for what we have to share, and then we'll do the activity at the end. So my portion is all about stacking the odds. What type of challenges you think you're going to face in the real world as a barber in the shop? Okay, finding client. That's good. What you thinking, man? It's a tough one, huh? Okay, investment. What you saying, bro? Dealing with rude clients. That's a tough one. Because the barbershop dynamic, ideally it's going to be great. We're all going to be friends, kumbaya. It's going to be awesome. But what if I got beef with my man over here and now it's affecting your customer experience? How you going to handle that situation, right? Conflict. That's funny, bro. So conflict resolution is key, and being able to maintain your emotional resolve is also very important when it comes to engaging with people. I'd say in all my experience in public speaking, podcasting, and all those things, the number one skill that you should learn in life is people skill. How can I make you smile? But if I'm feeling some type of way, how can I finesse you? Because it's like a weapon, right? The way you use it, the pen is a tool. You can use it to create, or you can use it to destroy, right? It's like a weapon that, whatever. But so stacking the odds. There's a lot of challenges that we're going to be facing in the world of barbering. Obviously, I'm not a barber, but I've implemented all these steps. Like what JB was saying, you got to have the mindset. Like what Gio was saying, you got to be professional and you have to have a set of goal. So for me, not being a barber, can you imagine how scared I was trying to enter a world that has nothing to do with my experience? I was freaking out. I was like, she's not going to trust me. She don't know who I am. This guy, he just think I'm a stranger. And I'm walking up to people like, hey, I have something of value to offer. And he's just like, yeah, all right. I got that so many times. I've been stood up so many times, but I had a goal in mind. My goal was to figure out a way to become a valuable resource for the community, right? Would you say I'm doing a pretty good job so far? I mean, I'm here today, right? Yeah. Right? All right. So have a clear goalpost. So if you're first year in the shop, the goal might not be, let me make $1 million. It might be, how can I become as efficient as I can when cutting hair so I can maximize how much clients I can take? Louder for the people in the back. So yeah, that might be your first goal. More so, instead of revenue, it might be systemization, right? So the other option is, it could be service, right? I want to have the best customer service in the shop. You could want to be a lead in the shop. Some shops have shop management. So speaking of shop management, how many of y'all are aware that there's so many different opportunities now than ever before as a barber, right? You could do practically anything now. You could become an influencer, you become an educator, right? You can become a shop owner, you become a mobile barber. But with all these different options, how many of you would be honest to say it's a little intimidating on trying to figure out which path to choose, right? That's the same issue that I had too. So when it comes to the dynamics of the shop, it's all about understanding the relationship between the barber and the shop owner. All right. So we're gonna do some role play, and I'm gonna engage with some folks in the back. So I'm gonna be the barber. What's your name, man? Alan. Alan's gonna be the shop owner. All right. You ready?
Nah, I got it.
I'm gonna be the, and you gotta be the owner in this situation and handle it as best you can with your business in mind. You ready? All right. Man, I'm tired of you, bro. Every time I come to the shop, you want me to wear this shirt, you want me to wear these shoes, and you want me to be nice to the customers. Man, that ain't my attitude or my personality, bro. I'm hard and I'm straightforward. So what's up, man?
That's like a nerdy
Yeah, right. I gotta do it that way. Oh, see, you gonna laugh in my face, bro?
No.
What's gonna happen next? I love that. The issue is that my engagement with the customers is bringing the reputation of the shop down.
Now, have you had a long tenure here? Or this is like first day, you're just telling me this ain't for you?
You a shop owner, bro.
You're the shop owner. He's telling you he's having bad rep.
JB
Well, I'm getting ready to tell him he can do it elsewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But listen. You want to cultivate a professional environment. You don't want to have the attitude as a shop owner to where I don't need you.
Right.
I'm a leader at the end of the day. So that means I bring people up. I uplift people. Everybody around me is going to eat, right? So my attitude isn't, oh, you can leave if the door's right there. No, that's a bad attitude. You, as a barber, listen, the barber shop is one of the most egotistical, prideful, petty places in the world.
Masculine too.
Masculine, right.
Depending on it.
But I'm the kind of guy where I'm the youngest guy in my shop right now. I guarantee you I'm the best barber in that barber shop. Outside of skill and professionalism, it's because I'm the most hardworking and I bring everybody up around me, right? So if he comes to me and he says, and this is a problem because the shop owner should already set out the guidelines and the rules for the barbershop and the expectation.
Yeah.
A lot of the times where conflict arises because of unmet expectations and unset expectations, right? So if I'm the barbershop owner and I hire him, he's gonna know my expectation. He's gonna know what time I need him at the shop. I'm gonna know what times work best for him. I'm gonna know his break times to expect him when he's not gonna be at the shop. He's gonna know what kind of dress code that there is gonna be. He's gonna know how to present himself to the client. He's gonna have a rundown, a spiel about how to engage with the client.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a rundown about how to exit when a client gets
I'm
out
about to put
the
him in the
chair.
hot seat.
How he's gonna say, all right, thank you for coming in today. Here's a business card or here's a comb with our barbershop, website or number on to book again. My name is so-and-so, thank you for coming, right? So he's already gonna have those expectations. So if he comes to me kind of, like this, I'm gonna try to de-escalate, right? You don't wanna escalate problems. You're gonna say, okay, well, tell me what's going on. Here, this is a way that we do things here. I just need you to be professional when you walk in. I need you to look presentable a certain way. And not all barbershops have the mentality, right? That's what we're talking about, mentality. So sometimes you have to know when to lead somebody, right? If he has a lot of potential, he's a great barber, he has really good skill, he's good at his craft, and there's potential there, I have to deem it necessary whether I'm gonna take the time to invest in this person or he's not working out here, he's a cancer to the environment, and I have to get rid of this, right? Because you don't want one bad apple to roll the whole fruit, the whole tree. Right. So if this person is coachable, I have to say, okay, well, let's have a sit-down conversation during your break today. We're gonna go over expectations, and if you don't think that you can meet those expectations, then maybe we need to talk about your future here at the barbershop.
Man, that's fire.
Right. But if you can't meet fire with fire, barbers are crazy. There was a barber who shot an arrow at another barber like 2 months ago. I swear to God, shot him with an arrow.
That's crazy work.
Barbers are crazy.
You did great.
You know what I mean? You don't want to get an arrow.
Gotta put you on the spot.
You know what I mean? So definitely handle everything with professionalism, with maturity.
Yeah.
And like I said, have those expectations, man.
Yeah.
In the style.
I didn't have an arrow in my shop.
Yeah, man. So. Yeah, I'm a pretty. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm a bit of a wild card. That's just how I engage. I like to be immersed in the experience. Because it's one thing for you to hear it and to speak about it. It's another thing for you to witness it and think about how you handle a situation different, right? So that's just one scenario, and they're not all going to be bad like that. But that's just one example of how you can manage the engagement between you and the shop owner or you and another barber. You got to have your resolve, maintain your emotional composure, and try to be as professional as possible, right? Just try not to shoot no arrows at people. And then master your gains. We talked a lot about repetition, talked about efficiency, and pretty much stacking your small wins, you know? So every client is an opportunity to grow. You're improving your cut. If it's a slow day, you got to be productive anyway. Maximize those opportunities. If content's the thing, learn how to make some content. If following up with your customers, you want to get more bookings, engage with them, you know? Have conversations, send them a DM, send them a text. And you want to make sure you got a system in place so that way you can actually get engaged with the audience that you intend to serve. So for me, this picture means a lot to me because like I said, I'm a stranger to the industry, and I looked up to this guy because he seemed pretty important when I was on Instagram. I went to a barbershop, a barber event, the CF, Central Florida Barber Expo, and I met him in real life. You know, he gave me a shirt, and I'm like, wow, this is like validation for me as a stranger. I'm going in, and I can access to people that are important. So I encourage you to also consider networking, you know, so don't be afraid to put yourself out there, engage, ask questions, shadow another barber, so that way you can build your skills. You know, the fastest way to move forward is together. So if you're able to shadow and learn from the best, then you'll be the best faster. You know what I'm saying? So not as organized, but it was pretty fun though.